Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Please sit erect with a comfortable posture. Close your eyes. I will chant Om, and after 5 minutes I will again chant Om. Please meditate on the pure luminous self and try to withdraw your attention from external disturbances. We were discussing the Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The goal was to find out tools from this text which can be applied in our lives. We saw the shlokas which were starting from Dhritarashtra's question, Sanjay's answer, and also where a lot of din was created by different conches which were blown, and the scene was set for the war to begin. And at this moment, just before the war began or was about to begin, Arjuna says that he requests Krishna, please take this chariot and place it in between the two armies ready to fight, because I want to see whom I am going to fight with. And as I told here, that was probably the most stupid statement or idiotic statement ever told by Arjuna, because both sides of the war were people with whom he had grown up, among whom he had grown up. They were all his relatives, a kith and kin, and there were no strangers there. So the very statement that I want to see these people just meant that Arjuna somehow had second thoughts about the war. He was dallying his decision to fight. So this is what happens, and as I earlier also I have called this chapter, which is called in Sanskrit as Arjuna Vishada Yoga, translated usually in English as the despondency of Arjuna. I prefer to call it the underperformance of Arjuna. Because what happens, we take up a job, we are told what we are supposed to do in that job, we are quite aware of the profile, job profile, and yet there are moments, many moments, when we are unable to perform, we are unable to deliver. And there again comes the whole concept of Swadharma. By Swadharma we don't mean the religion at all. By Swadharma we mean the duty a person is supposed to do, and that also does not mean the duty a person is born into, but rather a duty which a person professes to do. So a professor professes to teach, a student professes to learn, a doctor professes to treat, and a policeman professes to protect or guard. And it is when people don't keep up their promises, people don't deliver on their promises, that we have mayhem. And that very concept is from which this text. In fact, there are so many commentaries on Bhagavad Gita that a book has been called yet another commentary, yet another book on Gita. So Gita has been commented again and again, for there have been commentaries destroying the whole premise of the text. So the text starts from this position, that you are not doing what you are supposed to do. So today we go to the 23rd verse of this text, first chapter. Please repeat after me. Yodsya manana veksheham ya ete atra samagataha dharta rashtrasya durbuddhehe yuddhe priya chikirshavaha. So this is told by Arjuna after saying that please place the chariot between the two warring factions, and I want to see, I want to check who are these people who are going to fight with me. He says, Atra Yuddhe, here, this is Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. While discussing the meaning of the word Kurukshetra, we also saw that the place where the actions of these warriors are going to be performed. So, Kartavya Kshetra, or the place of action, Kurukshetra. Atra Yuddhe Durbuddhe, in this battle, Atra, here in this battle, Yuddhe, in this battle, Durbuddhe, of the evil-minded, Dharta Rashtrasya. So Dharta Rashtra means with the same Sanskrit, by the same Sanskrit rule, where Janaka, Janaki, Dasharatha, Dasharati, etc. So Dhritarashtra's son is Dhartarashtra, or Dhritarashtra's son, particularly here, Duryodhana. Durbuddhe, of the evil-minded Duryodhana. Priyachi Kirshavaha. Chikirshavaha, Chikirsha. Chikirsha means Kartum Ichha. To do something, the desire to do something is called Chikirsha. Mumuksha is Moktum Ichha, Mumuksha. The desire to become free, to get liberated. Pipasa is the desire to drink. So similarly, the desire to enjoy or eat, bhoktum ichha, bubuksha. So this here, the desire to do is called chikirsha. Priya chikirsha. I have a desire to please. So this desire, priya chikirsha, means a desire to please someone. So he says that this people who have come here, ye ete samagataha. Ye, those, ete, these people, samagataha, who have assembled here, sama agataha, who have come properly. This prefix sam means properly. Sannyasa means proper giving up. So you give up in the morning and come back again in the evening. So I have many times told the parable or the story which was told by Sri Ramakrishna, that one person gave up his wife, went to Kashi and then wrote a letter. I have got a good job, now I have a good place to stay, I will call you. So not that kind of giving up. Sannyasa means samyak nasa, means giving up entirely, properly. So similarly here, samagata, who have come here properly, assembled, with a desire to priya chikirshava, with a desire to please whom? Duryodhana. So you see, these people are all evil-minded people. Suddenly, That's why we have the phrase devil's advocate. You see, people argue well, they argue more, they give a lot of logic when they are illogical. Mostly that is how in life. You see, when a person is totally illogical, the person will give a lot of logic. So we find that in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we find a wonderful logic, and Arjuna is just beginning. No? The very first logic is, Your Honor, it is wonderful. And the case stands and the case is at rest. So like that, this logic is so strong. What does he say? That these people are all evil people. Why? Because they have come here to please Durbuddhe Dhartarashtra. Means they have come here to please Duryodhana, who is evil-minded. So, even according to the criminal law, a person who is a abettor or a participator in a crime is also equally criminal. So these people are all participating in the crime of Duryodhana. Yotsya-manan. And they have come here with the object of fighting. They have come here to fight. Aham avekshe. So I see, I observe. I see that these people have come here, they have assembled here with an intention to fight and with an intention to please Duryodhana, who is evil-minded. So, indirectly Arjuna is telling that, so see, these people are all evil-minded, and because I have got this halo over my head and I am a saintly person, I will not fight these people. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya Uvacha. Eva Mukto Rishikesho Gudakeshena Bharata Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Sthapayitva Ratottamam. So, now Sanjaya Uvacha, Sanjaya says, he is giving a description of what happened. Eva Mukto Rishikesho. Bharata. Bharata means descendant of King Bharata. And Gudakeshena. Gudakesha means one who has conquered sleep. One who has conquered sleep. Gudakeshena. So by Arjuna. Here this epithet refers to Arjuna. This is nice. It's like that once a meeting was going on and a person was asked to talk on something, and he said, those of you know about this subject, raise your hands. Then they raise their hand. Those who don't know, raise their hands. So those who don't know, ask those people who know. Finish. No, thank you. No, that is what. That thank you. So this is what has to be done. So anyway, Gudakeshena Eva Mukto Rishikesha. So Rishikesha, you see there, Rishikesha, this Rishikesha word does not mean Rishikesha. These are two words. This is Rishikesha and there is another word called Rishikesha, the place Rishikesha. That is, I think earlier also I told this here. So Rishikesha means a person who has controlled his senses. And Rishikesha means the hair of sages. So Rishikesha is the name of the place in Uttarakhand. Ubhayo Senayo Madhye. So having told like this, now Sanjaya is telling this to Dhritarashtra. And his Bharata, this epithet, many places is used in the Gita for Arjuna. But here it denotes Dhritarashtra. because Dhritarashtra also is in the dynasty of Bharata. So Sanjaya is telling, "Oh Bharata, Gudakeshena," having thus told by evam ukto, Gudakeshena evam ukto, having thus evam ukto told by Gudakesha, by Arjuna, that is one who has conquered sleep. Hrishikesha, what did Hrishikesha do? That is Krishna. What did he do? Senayor ubhayor madhye, ubhayo senayo madhye, ratha uttamam ratham sthapayitva. He drew the uttama ratha, means the best chariot, to a place which was in between the ubhayo senayo madhye, in between both the armies. And after sthapayitva, it does not stop there. Having stationed the chariot there, what did he do? Bhishma Drona Pramukatah. Bhishma, acha, oh, that has not been chanted, no? Bhishma Drona Pramukatah. Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pashyaitan Samavetan Kuruniti. Wonderful. It's not there at all. Okay. So let it be here only. Somehow missed. One verse has been missed. So, after having stationed the chariot in between the two armies, Bhishma Drona Pramukhatah Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. See, this line has been interpreted differently by different commentators. Bhishma Drona Pramukhatah. So one interpretation is, which here in this book also has been given, is facing Bhishma and Dronacharya and all the rulers of the earth. Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. Mahikshitam means rulers of the earth. Mahi means earth, Kshitam means rulers. So Mahi plus Ikshitam, Ikshita. So means rulers of earth. That is one meaning. Sarvesham, and all the rulers, Sarvesham. So facing both these people. But some commentators have given a different meaning. They have said that Bhishma Drona Pramukhatah, facing all the rulers who are not facing, in front of, or in front of all the rulers who are represented by Bhishma and Drona, who are Pramukha among them, means who are important or the leading among them. Either meaning, once Rishikesha, that is Krishna, brought the chariot and put it in between both the armies, then he said, Uvacha, then he spoke. Uvacha, who spoke? Krishna spoke. Partha, he says, O Partha, belonging to Pritha, coming in the line of Pritha. O Partha, Pashya etan samavetan kurun. So you see. Now, what did Arjuna want? He wanted to see both the parties of war. So now he brought the vehicle and said, see. So when you go on a tour of any city, if you want to go to Victoria Memorial, the driver says, Sabji, Victoria Memorial aa gaya, utar jao, ya dekh lo. This is what Victoria Memorial is. So similarly, he has also told, now do you wanted this? I am a wonderful charioteer, so you see. You see, this is what Pashyaitan Samavetan Kurun. So Kuru, Kurun means those who belong to Kuru dynasty, Kauravas. You see the Kauravas. Etan samavetan, those who have assembled here. You see them. Iti. So in Sanskrit, we don't have quotation mark. So iti means that is the quotation mark. So that is what was told by Sri Krishna to Arjuna. Now you see, there are so many things which we should understand here, particularly which have been brought to our attention by the commentators. In the previous shloka, when Arjuna says Yotsyamana, that these people have come here for war. So Arjuna wants to insist that, you see, I have no idea of getting into a war. Suddenly he has become a sadhu. Suddenly he has become a saintly man, which happens all the time in our lives. You see, many people come to the ashrama and said, Maharaj, हम लोग भी ये घर बार त्याग कर देंगे. मैं सोच रहा हूँ बहुत दिन से कि मैं भी छोड़ दूंगा. Probably he had a quarrel with his wife. So this happens a lot in our lives also. We see. So suddenly he says, Yodshyamanan, Are you also come here to fight? But he forgets that, or he conveniently ignores that. He says these people have come here to fight. And he says, Durbuddhe. Why does he use this word Durbuddhe? Because you see, Duryodhana is evil-minded. Because had he been kind or good-minded, he would not have started the war in the first place. He would have given us those 5 villages and we would have been happy. And these people, Etan Samavetan, these people who have come here in support of Duryodhana have come here because they are afraid of Duryodhana. So you see, these people should not be fought against. The idea is this. These people are poor people. These people should not be fought against. All these people who are siding with my boss, who does not know me and who is firing me, who is giving me this pink slip, should not be, they should not be told anything, because these people are mortally afraid of losing their job. So I am so kind and broad-minded and large-hearted that I will not take offense with these people, because they have to save their job. So similarly, all these evil-minded people are taking sides with Duryodhana because they are afraid of their lives. So they are all. So why should we kill them? It is a great sin. That is the idea of Arjuna. See, we should not kill because they are all afraid of Durbuddhe, Duryodhana, and that is why they are fighting. So if I start the war, these innocent people will be killed. So we should not. And we should not fight. And what else? Not only we should not fight, these people are in the war in the first place not because of their skill set, but because they are afraid of Duryodhana. So they are not in a position to fight also. They are also not skilled or capable of handling a war. So we should not fight. It is like a PhD in nuclear physics facing a person who is just a undergraduate student in physics. So there is no match. See, I am Arjuna and these people are all pygmies, Lilliput. So we should not fight this war. And that is why I don't want to fight the war. This is the sentiment of Arjuna. And when Sanjaya says Bharata, now we can ask this question, why does Sanjaya address, all through we have seen only Arjuna being called as Bharata. Even before, why is Sanjaya telling Duryodhana as Bharata? Because Sanjaya wants to give a moral booster to Dhritarashtra. Sorry, not Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra. He is giving a moral booster to Dhritarashtra, saying, don't worry, you also belong to the same dynasty. So you are also equally powerful, though you may be blind and all that, and you may have produced stupid children, but you are also powerful because you also belong to the same great dynasty. See? So suppose a father has got 2 children, 2 sons, and one is good for nothing and another one automatically becomes good for everything. Sometimes it is because he is always good for everything that the other fellow becomes good for nothing. Because you see what happens in parenting, you say, okay, देखो, see him, देखो, सब समय first आता है, और तुम क्या करते हो? So automatically the dichotomy is bound to come. So this fellow will become first and this fellow become last. So this comparison. So what happens? But when the will is written, both of them will get equal share in the property. So the good for nothing boy also need not worry because he belongs to the same dynasty. Similarly, Sanjaya is giving a moral booster that you also belong to the same dynasty. And then, what is this? Though Sri Krishna is the charioteer, he is the Sarathi. He is a very glorious and a very legendary Sarathi, a driver, very capable driver. But then, why should he listen to Arjuna just because Arjuna told something? Is he a fool? He is the Lord of the universe. Why should Arjuna told just on the eve of the war that bring the chariot and put it in between both the armies, and Sri Krishna immediately brought it and put. Does not Sri Krishna know that this war is very important? So this is Dharma Kshetra. This is the war which will establish righteousness, which will establish the victory of good over evil. Swami Vivekananda says all the power of good against all the power of evil. So this is the war which will establish that. Then why does Sri Krishna do so? Because even before the war starts, there is another important work which Sri Krishna has to do. He has to give the message of knowledge, of control of senses, of work, all these yogas, all this message of devotion he has to give to the world. And that cannot happen unless there is some confusion. You see, how is a pearl born? By giving some irritation to the, is it not? So you introduce some kind of confusion. And that is why Sri Krishna immediately, without speaking any word, took for the greater good of the world. As Buddha put it eloquently, Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. So that is why Sri Krishna is listening to Arjuna without speaking any word, because he is going to give the message, a very important message to the world in the form of Bhagavad Gita. And also, he is telling Arjuna that you see, don't worry. He is consoling Arjuna. Don't worry. Why? Because you are Gudakesha. Sanjaya is telling, you are Gudakesha, and Sri Krishna is also telling it indirectly by telling that, see, after all, you have a chariot in me. Whatever you say, I will obey. That's a way of consoling. Then we see that it is called Ratha Uttamam. It is called the best chariot. Why? Why is it called the best chariot? Could be one interpretation. Lord himself is there. But the chariot itself was given by Agni. This is no ordinary chariot. This chariot was given by Agni. And some history or Mahabharata. You see, on the Kapidwaja hai. See, on the flag or the insignia of the chariot, there is Hanuman himself, but Hanuman not in painting. Hanuman is sitting there. He is controlling the speed of the chariot. So the chariot is not only powerful because it was given by Agni, the very material is powerful. It's like a great missile. And it also has a very capable driver, and it also has tremendous speed, because Hanuman sitting there is giving it speed. Hanuman is who? Supposed to be the son of Vayu, wind. So the speed of wind is matchless. And another thing is, again by his action, Sri Krishna is telling that, look, I might speak something, I may give you some jnana, as they say, but then I don't mean any offense. At the end of the day, I am under you. I may speak something, I may say, hey, do this, etc. because afterwards he is going to scold him. So for that he is taking anticipatory bail. So he says, I may do, but don't get upset or angry because I am here. So this also shows a tradition that suppose we take up a job, whatever power we have, we should actually fulfill the role of that job. So that is what Swami Vivekananda liked about the United States of America. He said American organization. Once he was staying in the house of a woman and he started jumping, I have found my love, I have found my love. And then the woman asked, who is that fortunate lady? He said, it is American organization. And it was Swamiji's dream that we should. What do Indians do? We appoint a committee and elect a leader of the committee. And just after the election is over, all of us start complaining why that person is unfit to be the leader of the committee. And the rest of the time of the committee is spent on deciding on the fitness or unfitness of the leader. But compare it with Europe, or Europe means England or America, and you will see that they elect a leader and then everyone follows the leader. And that is why they are able to produce so much. That is their determination. The leader may be young, he may not have so many qualifications or experience, but they will follow. Once a leader is elected, they will follow the leader. So, similarly here, Sri Krishna, once he has become the charioteer, he is following it. And Bhishma Drona Pramukatha. We are telling that Mahikshitam, all great warriors of the world. We are saying that why? Because it is also our tradition that though they are enemies, we don't insult enemies. We respect even our enemies. So these are fine points which are there in this. And there is another thing also here. You see, Partha means the Partha also is that Pritha is there, no? So here there is a ridicule is being done on Partha, on Arjuna. Pritha, you know about Pritha, the woman. So Arjuna is being ridiculed that you are like Pritha, you have become like womanly. Womanly. So here he is called Partha. Uvacha Partha Pashyaitan. So Krishna is trying to make fun of Arjuna. He is telling that you have become like a woman. You have become like a woman, now you have stopped fighting because of delusion and sorrow. So what happens? Generally, these are considered to be woman-like qualities. Moha and Shoka. Generally, it is considered like that. I have no offense to women, but that is what it is considered it to be like that. Moha, Shoka. So you have become like that. You have become deluded and you have become sorrowful. So that is why Arjuna is ridiculed indirectly by Krishna by calling him the descendant or son of Pritha. Then he says, Pashyetan, see. So we also have in all the languages, almost all Indian languages, like if somebody is upset and they say, I want to see that, ki dekhve, dekho, dekho, means see, see. What will you see? See. This is what is there to see. That is the idea. So what will you see? All are your relatives. You want to see, see, see. What will you see? All are people known to you. What is there to see? Why do you make such a big deal out of this? That is the idea. And also that don't worry, I am here, Sri Krishna is here, Lord himself is here, in between two armies. So you see the situation is also very horrible kind of situation. It's like some burglars have come to your house and they have gun pointed at you and you are watching what? You are watching some serial or you are playing with your Xbox. So it doesn't make sense. So he says, don't worry. You see as long as you want to see, because I am here. Till I am here, nobody will dare to do anything to you. Because you are in the middle of two armies. So anybody can shoot an arrow. But don't worry, I am here. Nothing will happen to you. That is the idea. Now here, we come to the 26th shloka. Here there is a enumeration or a listing of different people. Tatra apashyat sthitan partha pitrun atha pitamahan acharyan matulan bhratrun putran pautran sakhins tatha shvashuran suhridash chaiva senayoh ubhayoh api. So atra tatra atha then partha saw tatra ubhayo api senayoho. He saw both the armies, in the middle of the armies, Sthitan, standing in the middle of both the armies. Partha saw that madhya you have to insert in the middle, because there is no middle in the shloka. So it is understood that in the middle he was standing and he saw, apashyat, he saw, what did he see? Pitrun, he saw uncles. So he saw uncles. So what uncle did he see? There is one example given here, Bhuri Varma. There is one uncle, Bhuri Varma. His name is Bhuri Varma. So like that he saw. Then Pitrun is uncle, means those who are equivalent to fathers, like fathers. Then he saw Pitamaha. So he saw also grandfathers. So grandfathers, there were grandfathers also. Example being Bhishma. Bhishma is one example. Great grandfather. But here it is given as grandfather. The commentators have given him as a grandsire. So Acharyan, and also he saw his teachers like Dronacharya, Kripacharya. Then he saw Matulan. Matulan means the brother of mother or maternal uncle. He saw. So who is maternal uncle here? The famous Shakuni. Shakuni is the famous or infamous. And there is another person is there, Shalya. He is also a mama. Bhratran. And he also saw brothers. Who are the brothers? Everyone is a brother. Duryodhana is a brother. Duryodhana. Then he saw Putran. He saw his own sons. So Lakshmana is given as son. But he has, Arjuna's very famous son is Abhimanyu. But probably he did not go to war. No, Abhimanyu did not go to war at that time. He went to war later on. So that is why now Lakshmana is told. And Pautra. Pautra means his grandson. So Lakshmana's son is his grandson. So he had a son called Lakshmana. And then his grandson will be Lakshmana's son. And Sakha. So Sakhim means Sakha. Ashwathama. Ashwathama is, Sakha means a companion or friend. And Suhrid. Who is Suhrid? Suhrid is a person who helps you. Su plus Hrid means one who has got a good heart, kind heart. So here Krita Varma is given as an example as Suhrid. So one who has helped Arjuna. And Shvashura. Shvashura, of course, his father-in-law. He saw all these people. He saw all the people, fathers-in-law, etc. So today is very important, no? For all son-in-law and etc. All people are, today some people also took holiday from our place, and now today everyone is going and they will be fed sumptuously. Even the driver who brought me here said that today I will go and I will be like the king of the moment, etc. So anyway, so this is the case. So this is what? This is a enumeration, just enumeration of different people whom he saw. So apashyat, he saw all these people here. And then what happened? Tan samikshya sa kaunteyah sarvan bandhun avasthitan kripaya paraya avishto vishidannam vishidannidam abraved. So tan samikshya. So having seen all this, having seen, samikshya means examined, having seen all these people, saha kaunteya, kaunteya, the kaunteya means Kunti's son Arjuna, having seen these people, avasthitan tan sarvan bandhun samikshya, all these relatives. Bandhu here means relatives. Having seen all the bandhus or relatives who are standing there, paraya kripaya avishtaha, he had deep kripaya, compassion avishtaha. He was filled with compassion. Filled with compassion. He was full of compassion. And then vishidan, idam abravid. He become vishada. From vishada, vishada means sorrow. He became full of sorrow, and then he said this. He told this. With full of sorrow, he told this. So seeing these people, he got this thing suddenly. Aha, I am going to kill these people. See, now the logic will begin. Said, oh, these are all my... He forgot that when he was giving declarations that I will kill Karna, I will see to that Karna will not stay, etc. All these things when he was telling, at that time, at that moment he had forgotten. Now suddenly all this compassion. So kripaya, paraya, kripaya. Paraya means deep. Kripaya, avishtaha. Paraya, kripaya, avishtaha. Being filled with deep compassion. What does he say? Idam abravit. He, having thus, he told, he spoke thus. What did he say? Arjuna uvacha drishtvaimam swajanam Krishna yuyutsum samupasthitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishusyati. So you see, first of all, he got sorrowful, and now he is telling that Krishna, oh Krishna. Krishna means the dark one or the black one. So Krishna, there is another meaning of Krishna also. It comes from a root word which means to attract. So there can be another meaning of Krishna is that a person who attracts, and there could be another meaning which means a person who pulls all the dukkha from the devotees. Krishna. So Karshni, to attract. So Krishna, oh Krishna, samupasthitam, all these people who are present here, imam swajanam, all these people who are my relatives, who are my own people, swajanam, yuyutsum, and also who are desirous of fighting, yodhum, ichha, yuyutsa. So yuyutsum means those who want to fight, with a desire to fight. Drishtva, having seen these people or seeing these people, on seeing these people, mama gatrani sidanti. My limbs are falling. Sidanti means falling. My limbs are falling. So why are my limbs falling? Because I am sad. I am sorrowful. Why? If a child is a small child and the child beats a father, what happens? It gives what to the father? Joy, pleasure. Father will say, oh, okay. But the child becomes big and say 25 years and the boy beats the father, it gives what? Shock. Gives shock. Same action, but it gives shock. So similarly, father will become like this. And if it is a TV serial, they will show it 3 times. The slap also and the shock also. So that is big shock. No? And the audience is also shocked, like what is happening. So that happens. Shock. Why? Because unexpected. So similarly, you see my own uncles, my own mama, everybody coming to fight. And we should always remember that he knew all these things right from the beginning. But now he is producing all this case, a devil's advocate. Devil quotes the scriptures. So he wants to prove that it is all wrong to fight this war, so hence I will not fight. So the commentators say, or the scholars or the acharyas say, that this is because of fear. It's because of fear. Nothing else. Delusion and fear. So now he says, Sidanti mama gatrani. Gatra actually means body, but here gatrani in plural. So body cannot be in plural, body can be only one. So we have to understand it to be the limbs or the different parts of the body. So my hand is falling. How can I hold the Gandiva? That is my weapon. I cannot hold because this all people, they are going to, yet to Brutus, you're going to kill me, etc. Big shock. So, Gatrani mama sidanti. That is the thing, you see, this is what, these things cannot be explained. That is why this imagery, whole imagery is because of this. Karna, you see, Karna is such a wonderful person. Why did he tell the lie to Parashurama? Why did he tell that lie? Nobody has that answer. Had he not told that lie, if he had told that, no, I am a Kshatriya, but yet, or I don't know my caste and I want to still learn from you, nothing would have happened. The whole story would have changed. Because Parashurama, if he is pleased, he would have given the knowledge. But what happened? He said that when you need this knowledge most, you will forget. Wonderful. So why did he do that? We don't know. So similarly, moha means that there is no cause of delusion. You see, moha is something where nothing works. All your knowledge, everything goes away. Why is it that a person sees another person and immediately they are so much in love? You know? How does that happen? And now it is still stranger. A person just chats and they are... How does that happen? Unexplained. And still unexplained is that they are in love so much and they are inseparable, and in 2 years they apply to the court for separation. You cannot explain this thing. These are all because of delusion, moha. Delusion. What is delusion? You think something to be something which it is not. You think something to be or someone to be something which they are not. That is delusion. So he is looking at them as bandhu, but are they your bandhu? That is the point. They are not your relative, they are not your kinspeople, no. Just because they are born in the same family, they don't want your good. And moreover, you also are not a saint. You are also not a saint. You are a warrior, and you had declared, you had promised that I will kill these people. So this is what. So when you had to implement your policies, then you say that this is problem, implementation as a problem. In our country, nothing can be implemented. But when you wanted votes, you said that I will do this, I will do that, I will bring moon from that here, etc. So that is the same thing. So, Drishtve swajanam krishnam. So having seen my people, then what does he say? Mukham cha parishushyati. And also my mouth is going dry. My mouth is going dry. I cannot speak. Such thing I have never imagined. How can these people go against me, my own people? So I cannot speak. And then next shloka he says, Vepathuscha sharira me Roma harshascha jayate gandivam sramsate hastat tvak chaiva paridahyate. So all different kinds of physical manifestations of emotions, particularly of sorrow and shock. Sorrow and shock. Vepatuhu. So what happens when somebody who is unaccustomed to become angry becomes angry? The person starts shivering, shaking, trembling. Vepatuhu. Sharire me, my body is trembling because I cannot handle this. So he is actually trembling because of performance pressure. Performance pressure. So you have studied everything when you go to the examination hall or in front of the interview board, everything goes off. I knew it, but I couldn't, because there, or in other, you thought that this is what you will tell your wife, but the moment wife started shouting and you forgot everything. Then everything nare itna soch ke itna rakha tha, everything went away. And then all these things start happening. Vepatuhu sharire me roma harshascha jata. Horripilation. No, you get goosebumps. Horripilation. Horripilation. And jayate. And because of that, gandivam sramsate hastat. All these things are so wonderfully shown on the screen. No, somebody is bringing tea and they see somebody and the cup falls. Suddenly the cup will fall, everything will fall and cup will shatter and all that. But in real life, I don't know. People are more bothered about crockery than people. So anyway, they will bring like this and the tray will be like this, like this. Visually it looks good. So, here also, Gandivam Sramsate Hastat. The Gandiva is falling from my hands because, oh man, all these people, my Shakuni Mama, everything is going down. And then, Tvak means skin. Paridakhyate. It is burning. My skin is burning. Skin is burning. Interestingly, these are all also signs of bhava or devotion. Sri Ramakrishna also had these things. So you see, opposites look alike. Very important. Horripilation. This is one of the bhavas. When somebody is immersed in the consciousness of self or God, one has this in Bhagavata. In many Vaishnava scriptures, it has been mentioned. and your body becomes burning. So Sri Ramakrishna also had that. Then sandal paste had to be applied on his body, etc. You see, horripilation, etc. But this bhava, and this is because of abhava, of knowledge. Because of what? Ignorance, idiocy, stupidity. So opposites look alike. So he says that, now what happened? He lost self-control. He lost self-control. So he is in the chariot of Rishikesha, which means a person who is in the control of the senses, but he himself lost his sense control. His mouth becomes dry, everything. And then later on he says, Nacha shaknomi avasthatum Brahmativa chame manaha nimittani cha pashyami viparitani Keshava. So Keshava means why? You know the answer, you can tell. He knows the answer. Why? Okay. So Krishna killed Keshi, so that is why Keshava. So what is the story of Keshava in Sri Ramakrishna's parables? Huh? So what is the Gopala Gopala? Hari Hari Hara Hara, huh? Hara Hara Hari Hari. What is the parable? Anyone please tell. Many people don't know. What is the parable? You know, na? Tell. No, what is the story? So a person goes to a goldsmith. And there is a person inside. And the person is giving, owner is inside. So the person is giving some gold work to be done, some ornament, etc. So he is asking Keshava, means who is that? Keshava means who, which body, what kind of person? This is a Gopala, means a simpleton. Gopala means a simple person. Then he said Hara Hara. Gorurpal means a simple person, a stupid kind of person. So Hara Hara means then you rob him. Then he said Hari Hari, yes, I have robbed already. So like that. So all from outside it is also devotional language, but it is like that. Interesting, if you go to some places, even in Kolkata, some markets, they have some code word. You know, they see some product and they will say some code word they will have and you cannot understand. In front of you itself they will decide how much margin to keep and everything. So like that, Gopala, so this fellow is thinking how devotional these people are. So like that, Keshava means a person who has killed Keshi, Krishna. And he says, Avasthatum nacha shaknomi. I am unable to avasthatum, stand steady. So this happens when you get intoxicated, or when you have vertigo, or when you are giddy, so many things. So either you are physically ill, or you have taken some spirit and you have become spiritual, or something like that. So here it is emotional. I'm unable to stand. Such a big shock. I'm unable to stand. Avasthatum. And also, Brahmati iva chame manaha. And my mind is also as though it is Brahmati iva, as though it is moving, as though it is suddenly when you have, all of us in one point or the other in our lives have experienced this giddiness, you know. If not anything, if you go into that roller coaster ride, you will have that. So you find that the world is also moving. So my mind is as though moving. I cannot stop, I cannot control my mind. Viparitani nimittani cha pashyami. And I am also seeing good, bad omens. Nimittani means here, usually nimitta means instrumental cause, nimitta karana. But here it means omen. So bad omen. Lokhanta bhalo lagche na. All these kind of, so there is what, one bad omen is if the cat crosses your way. So what do you do if a cat crosses your way?
You wait until somebody crosses it and then
So these are the omens. And then because Sri Ramakrishna did not do anything on Thursday, people will forget all other things what Sri Ramakrishna said, catch on to this thing. Oh, Thakur korenni Brihaspativar, Barvela or whatever. And then they will not do that. And then there are so many other omens that if you see one single brahmachari coming, there are so many things. All people invent. So these are all excuses not to perform. Psychology, these are all external dependencies. Why does a person put so many rings on all fingers? And they want more fingers to put more rings. It's all external dependence. Somebody has a locket and they do like this and then go to the ground and yet come out with no runs. But then this is like, and we know that somebody used to eat biryani and go to the field and all that. So these are all external emotional dependence. It has got nothing to do with the performance. But we somehow kind to, and that is why it is told in Sanskrit as Kakataliya Nyaya. Means it's just coincidental. Pure statistics will show you that they have no relation. But what is Kakataliya Nyaya? Kakataliya, in Bengali also we say. So the crow sat on the palm tree and it fell down. So they say that because the crow sat, it fell down. No, it is not like that. The timing was coincidental. It sat and at the same moment it fell down. Otherwise, crow is not so heavy that it can put so much pressure that it will fall down. That is the idea. So Nyaya means maxims in Sanskrit. So it is not tali, korotali no. So anyway, so here there are other omens also. Like if your left eye is not blinking, if it is twitching, then that is a bad omen. And then for women it is different and men it is different. Anyway, we don't go into that. So such kind of viparitani nimittani pashyami. So I am seeing all bad omens. What bad omen? Lord himself is your charioteer. And yet you are saying that you are seeing bad omens. What kind of person are you? So, but he is seeing all bad omens. And so, so if you have decided already that you will not go out, you say, na, ajke na, megla hoya asche. How this is, no, today we will not. You have already decided that I will not do this, I will not go out. So similarly, today, somehow I am not feeling well. And today somehow I feel, I have a, gut feeling that today I should not do this. Then he says, it has got confusion. This arrangement has gone mismatched. Anyway, please chant after me. Nacha Shreyonu Pashyami Hatva Swajana Mahave Na Kangshe Vijayam Krishna Nacha Rajyam Sukhanicha. Now the logic comes. He says, you see, there is a mistake in this. He says he says that Shreyonu na pashyami. Anupashyami. Shreyah na anupashyami. I don't see any good. Krishna, O Krishna, ahave. Ahave means in the battlefield, in battle. Swajanam hatva. Swajanam means my own people. Hatva, killing my own people. Shreyah na anupashyami. I don't see any good of this. So, why should a person do some action? There should be some prayojanam, some utility. Prayojanam anuddishya moodo api na pravartate. Even a fool does not act without a purpose. So, there should be a purpose. That's why people should act. So, now Arjuna says that I don't find any purpose killing in the battlefield my own people. My own people. Why should I kill my own people? And moreover, they are my own people. So that is also one reason why I should not kill them. Had they been different people, then I could have killed them. But they are my own people, so I should not kill them. And then another reason is, there is no purpose also. Why? Na kankshe vijayam Krishna. I don't desire kankshe. I don't desire Krishna. Vijayam. Vijayam means victory. Nacha rajyam. Also, I don't desire the empire. I don't desire a kingdom. Sukhani cha. I also don't desire the pleasures. So, what is the motive behind the crime? There should be, the crime is there should be some motive. If there is no motive, then the crime is not established in criminology. So, similarly here, what is the motive? Why should I kill my own people? I don't want na kankshe vijayam. I don't want victory. But this is like grapes are sour. Because I can't get it, or because it is becoming very problematic now, I don't want it. Na kankshe vijayam. And also I don't want rajyam. I don't want kingdom. I don't want an empire. And I also don't want pleasures. So why should I kill my own people? There is no reason. Give me some reason. And then he says, Kim no Rajyena Govinda Kim Bhogair Jivitena va Yesham Arthe Kankshitam no Rajyam Bhoga Sukhani cha. Ta ime avasthita yuddhe pranans tyaktva dhanani cha acharyaha pitaraha putraha tathaiva cha pitamaha matulaha shwashuraha pautraha shyalaha sambandhina tatha. So now first is that I don't want to fight this war because they are all my own people. Second logic is I don't have any motives to fight this war because I don't want victory, I don't want any kingdom, I don't want to enjoy any pleasure. And the third thing now he is telling. What is he telling? Kim naha means by us. Govinda. Govinda means what? How? Krishna okay. How? Go means cows. Vinda means the leader or the controller of, protector of cows. So Govinda, one meaning. Another meaning of go is something which is secret or a knowledge which is secret. Vinda, the knower of that knowledge, Govinda. Go also can mean senses. And the protector of the senses, Govinda. So if you know the meaning, you can understand better. Instead of simply saying Gopala, Govinda, etc. Particularly when you see somebody frightening in front of you, you can say all these names. Now, Govinda, O Krishna, yesham arthe naha rajyam bhogaha sukhani cha kangshitam. For whose purpose or whose sake, yesham arthe, jar jonno in Bengali, jiske liye in Hindi. For whose sake, naha, we, rajyam, that is the kingdom, bhogaha, enjoyment, and sukhani cha kangshitam, we are desiring, or by us it is desired. What? Kingdom, pleasures, and the enjoyments. For whom we are desiring? For our own relatives, for people, for our own people. So I will get lot of money, I will purchase a big flat, big Mercedes, X6 I will purchase, and I will have lot of mobile phones and Wi-Fi, everything. For whom? For my family and children. So if my family and children, it's like Valmiki, the case of Valmiki. So I am robbing because not for me, for my family. You do whatever you want and then you say, I am doing for the family. So if the family itself will not be there, so that is the idea. Acharyaha, the teachers, pitaraha, uncles, putraha, sons, tatha evach, and also pitamaha, grandfather, matulaha, mama or maternal uncle, shwashuraha, father-in-law, pautraha, grandsons, and shyala. Shyala means sala, that is brother-in-law. Tatha, as well as all the sambandhinaha, all relatives. Te ime pranani dhanani cha tyaktva yuddhe avasthita. These people for whom I am fighting this war, these people for whose sake I want this empire, these enjoyments and pleasures, they are standing here in this battlefield, giving up their, and they are going to give up their life and their wealth. And therefore, there is no point in getting this enjoyment and pleasure and the kingdom. Because if I get the pleasure and kingdom and enjoyment, who will enjoy this? There will be nobody. Everybody is standing in this battlefield. So they will all die. So, Rajyena kim bhogai va jivitena kim. So what is the point of Rajya, of the empire? Rajyena kim. The expression is like, Jivan ka bhi kya? We have this kind of expression in Indian languages. So what? What of kingdom? And what use is of bhogai, pleasures? When there will be nobody to enjoy it with. So suppose somebody has to eat alone day after day. Life becomes drab. You see, there is nothing. How many of you have watched Lunchbox? And you're all work, no play. Nobody was, only two people, really. You should watch that movie. So this movie is interesting movie. There's this wonderful actor, Irfan Khan. No, I am not his brand ambassador, but anyway. So he is there, and this wonderful actor, what does he do? He goes to a office and he has some person send that dabba. I don't know, but if I remember correct, some dabbawalas actually opposed that movie, because there they show that dabbawalas did not properly send a dabba. So when the movie was about to be released, or just after its release, there was some thing. Anyway, so the dabbawala goes there and gives the dabba, and once what happens is wrong dabba goes. So a woman makes very good lunch and sends to her husband, but that dabba goes to this fellow. And that husband gets his dabba. And he sees wonderful lunch, and then finally there is a correspondence between them and a love story, etc. through the dabba. So the idea is, every day if you get the same food, and if you eat alone and you have nobody to talk to, etc., your life becomes what? A drab life, humdrum existence, and nothing. So if I have got pleasures but nobody to share it with, if I earn money, So what is the point? You see, what is the fun in having such a huge target? He knew that he will have a huge target, but this is the logic you give. And the logic is so convincing, you see, yes? What is the point in having so much huge target? If I cannot go home, enjoy my life with the family. What is the point? So you also feel, yes, correct, don't have that target. But you are getting the salary, that part you are missing. That salary is being paid to you. So you reduce the salary also. No, that I will not do. Otherwise, how will I enjoy with my family? So here also same thing. See, what is the use when these people will not be alive? What is the use of bhoga? What is the use of pleasure? What is the use of kingdom? So I am not going to do this, and I am not going to fight the war. This is one logic. And now the second logic is even better logic actually. Etan na hantum ichchami gnatopi madhusudana api trailokya rajyasya hetoho kimnu mahi krite. Madhusudana. So Madhu was a Rakshasa and Krishna killed him. So Sudana, Madhusudana, that is how the name comes. So O Madhusudana or Krishna, Etan na hantum ichchami. I don't want to kill these people. These people I don't want to kill. These are my own people. So I don't want to kill. And Gnato api, Gnata api, even if I am killed, even if I die, I will not kill these people. And Trailokya Rajyasya api, you see, even if I were offered the three worlds, what are the three worlds? Earth and the Swargaloka, and some people say Patal Loka, some people say the in-between Loka. Anyway, so three worlds. Even if you were to offer me three worlds, I will not kill these people. And Kimno Mahi Krite. Just Kimno means it is so less for Mahi Krite. Mahi Krite for earth. So I don't want to kill. Even if you were offering me three worlds, I will not kill. And what is the point of killing them for? Just for earth. I am not going to kill them. That is the idea. Why does he say so? Because he wants to show that he has got lot of bandhutva or lot of lot of love for his relatives. Love for his relatives. So you see, I am a warrior, I am a Kshatriya, my duty is to protect my own people. So even if I am killed, I will not kill these people. That is the idea. This is another logic. My duty is to protect my people, not to kill them. So even if I be killed, I will not kill these people. So hence I will not fight this war. Then he says, Nihatya Dharta Rashtran Naha Ka Priti Syat Janardana Papameva Ashrayet Asmat Hatva Etan Atatainah. Now he gives further logic, full of logic. What is this logic? If you throw stone in dirt or mud, what will come out? Dirt. So don't go into this. Politics is a bad place. Don't go into this. Whatever is happening, social evil, corruption and all, let it be there. Don't go into this. Just keep your mouth shut and eyes closed. Because if you go into this, you will also, your also hands will be spoiled. You know, this is the logic we hear every day, every moment. So you should not speak truth and all that. Why jhamela? Just go with the tide, go with the... So what happens? Even Bhed Bakri also go with the crowd. Even sheep, they go wherever they go. That is why you need a German Shepherd. What does German Shepherd does? How the name German Shepherd came? Alsatian. It minds the flock of sheep. So even one sheep goes away, this German Shepherd will go and do like this. It will give a nudge. You can see videos in YouTube. It's a wonderful dog. And anyone who has, how many have brought up a German Shepherd as a pet? No one. How many have a pet here? What dog? Cat. Oh, you're cat people. So they classify people like cat people, dog people. So anyway, no dog people here. Anyway, so this German Shepherd is a wonderful dog. Now, and so this Bhed Bakri also follow the tide, people, whatever they do. So here the idea is that just don't get into trouble, don't get into dirty business, because that will make you also dirty. He says, Nihatya, after killing, having killed. So Janardana, you see Jana is one, was one Asura, was one Rakshasa. So Krishna killed him. That is why his name is Janardana. There is another interpretation by Shankaracharya of this word, that is, all people, Jana means people, they pray to him, Ardana. So they pray to him for their salvation, for their prosperity. That is why he is Janardana. Both ways you can take the meaning. So Janardana, O Krishna, Dhartarashtra Nihatya. By killing the sons of Dhritarashtra, Naha Priti, Ka Priti. What pleasure or what good of ours Syat would be there? What good will happen to us, or what pleasure will we get? What benefit will we get by killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Why? Atataina hatva asman papameva ashrayat. By killing this Atataina, these people who are Atataina, we will also get what? We will get Papa only. We will also incur sin. So by killing a murder, you will also incur murder. So getting into dirt, you will also get dirt. By that logic, all people who do wrong things should not be punished at all. In fact, they should be given no capital punishment. You see, there is a whole thing going on that no capital punishment should be given. And this is all big. And all these people who tell this, where do they stay? They stay in big palace-like buildings with AC, and everything is, they don't know the ground reality. They don't walk on the streets. They are not the ordinary people. So why is a person given capital punishment? What is the whole logic behind capital punishment? To set an example. If somebody comes and trashes you, when somebody is going against national security, that person should be given capital punishment. Why? As an example to other people. So people who become human rights activists, they don't know what is the human life, normal human life. They have been totally, you just take a list of these human rights activists and see, you can just confirm what I am telling. These people are totally clueless about what is happening on the streets. And they want people who are, dangers to the society to be. So similarly, Arjuna is telling, these are all Atataina. What are Atataina? According to Indian Shastras or moral codes, Atataina is whom? A person who sets fire to the house of somebody. So there are 5 sins which are called great sins, and a person who does that is called a Atataina. What are those sins? A person who sets fire to the house of somebody, a person who gives poison to somebody, a person who puts sword to somebody, means who kills somebody using sword, a person who steals the wealth. Sword means the other person should be without any weapon. Who is having no shastra or astra. Then a person is with weapon fighting. A person who steals the land, wealth and wife of another person. All these people are Atatayana. So, if we see Mahabharata, Duryodhana and team and company, and like the D company, they are also D company, you know, one interesting D company. So, this D company has done everything. All these things they have done. All these things they have done. And so, they should not be killed. That is what Arjuna is telling. His logic is, by killing them, we will also become Atatayana. But according to Artha Shastra or according to Indian moral code, even if a person who is an Atatayana, even if he is thoroughly immersed in the knowledge of Vedas, he can be killed. And no sin will come out of that. You see, our moral code is very clear. So he says, but Arjuna says that no. Because these people are Atatayans, if we kill them, then we will get sin. And Dharma Shastra is telling that they are Atatayan, so they should be given, Dharma Shastra should be given more importance than Artha Shastra, which says it can be killed. So whatever, this is a huge logic which is being developed by Arjuna. And then he says, you see, then again he says, Tasmat Narha Vayam Hantum Dharta Rashtran Swabandhavan Swajanam Hi Katham Hatva Sukhina Syama Madhava. Tasmat, therefore, Swabandhavan Dhartarashtran, therefore, our relatives, Dhartarashtran, sons of Dhritarashtra, Vayam, we, Hantum, na arha. We are not arha, justified. We are not justified to kill our own relatives, Madhava. Why? Because Swajanam Hatva Katham Sukhina Syama. By killing our own relatives or our own people, how can we be happy? This is the logic. So that is why we should not kill. By killing our own people, how can we be happy? Any questions anyone has? Vishada can be yoga if you get clarity out of sorrow. If you don't get clarity out of sorrow, there will be no yoga. The result should be clarity. So Vishada yoga is like suffering leads to the question that there should be some solution out of suffering. Necessity is the mother of invention. So the necessity should be Vishada. If it leads to the invention of a solution out of that suffering, then it is yoga. Otherwise, yoga means what? Yoga means something which joins, connects, so unites. So it has to be something which unites. Yeah, but that will make you thinking. If that thinking does not come, then it is not yoga. See, even all this logic is coming because of sorrow or suffering or delusion. That is what Vishada means. Here not only sorrow but also delusion. He is now confused. So all this logic he is thinking aloud. He is giving all the big logic. Logic is not good. Logic is not good. Logic is neither good nor bad. Logic is beyond good and bad, or it has got nothing to do with good and bad.
No, if he had not been a Kshatriya or if it is not duty, then the logic is
No. Logic is just a tool. You see, now this is accepted in psychology and everywhere it is accepted. You see, logic is just a tool. It is neither good nor bad. Your intelligence. A man can be perfectly intelligent, have a very high IQ, and this is very commonly seen, but yet not handle very common situations in family. Because what we need today, or what always a person needs, always has needed, is a high IQ and also a high EQ, emotional quotient. So there is something called emotional intelligence. So earlier people were measured only for intelligence quotient, but now that is not sufficient. You see, even if you go to any interview or something, people are tested for emotional intelligence also. Even when you deal with people, you need emotional intelligence. So logic is not, see, logic has nothing to do with good or bad. It is a neutral thing. People who are criminals, they are very logical.
It's a tool used by.
Yeah, you can use it for anything. So that is not what we need. We need emotional intelligence also.
Arjuna happens to be lucky to have Krishna as a guide. What do we do?
We also have Krishna as our guide.
Please give a little more to
Krishna also already has given. Where? Yantra arudani mayaya. He says, I am as, through my maya, I am just like yantra arudani, just like people are sitting on a machine, just like you sit in a car. I am Brahmayan sarva bhutani. I am controlling all the living beings. Yantra arudani mayaya, through my maya. So he is there, exactly like a charioteer.
So all the Visakhas are coming also by his design.
Exactly. Only thing is we should always remember that. No. That is why we need this parable by Sri Ramakrishna. What? So this Brahmin was there and he did a wonderful garden. Huh? And he said, see how nice garden I have made. And then a cow came and got killed or died in that garden. So this Go Hatya dosha will come. So he said, no, I did not kill that. Hit it, so that got killed. So he said, Go Hatya dosha will not come because the presiding deity of hand or arm is Indra. So Indra only killed. But while he made the garden, it was his garden. So the problem with this attitude, Sabkichu Thakurer Ichcha, is that we are very convenient about this attitude. So we should have it always. You see, Ramer Ichcha, people came and Ramer Ichcha, they put the thing always Ramer Ichcha, then yes. But do we do that? When we are in trouble, then it is Ramer Ichcha. Or otherwise, it's all our Ichcha.
We try, we forget. So sometimes we do. And those
So that sometimes should not be convenient times.
usually that is the convenient, but we try to increase them.
If you try, it is good. Practice should be there. Any other question?
I have one question, but totally different from this topic. At the age of around 18, 19, Narendra Modi came to Mahabharata. So I think you will be knowing that what really happened.
I don't know.
Narendra Modi wanted to become a brahmachari of Ramakrishna twice. So at the time he made the Rajkot, our Swami Narasimhananda was there. So he made him. So Narasimhananda what happened? He asked that okay, you meet Madhavananda. better go for the social.
How many years ago?
He was 18, now he is about 64, 3 or 64.
He was 18. So how much does that come to? Huh? 44 years ago. 44. So now we are in 2014. So 44 means 1970. 1970 Madhavananda ji was not there. No, Madhavananda ji, then it should be earlier to that. Madhavananda ji, was he there? Huh?
That blessing later from Apostolanda created lot of media.
No, media. Anyway, how does it matter to my life or yours? It doesn't.
The beauty is this, the Madhavananda told him that better you go for social service and service for the country, and that he need not become brahmachari, but that is your.
Anyway, that is not. No. Yeah, Madhavananda ji passed on 6th October 1965. So in 1970 he was not there.
65, around it is 64 at the age of Nanda. So around 18 what will be 64 when about 44? No. 64,
Anyway, let us drop this here. Anyway.
So 46 now 1968.
হবে না Any other question? No other question. Okay. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat